Hello and welcome to the GrowConomy news channel. I'm your host, GrowConomy. The GrowConomy news channel is going to be a once a week show where I cover what's happening in Growtopia this week. In this week's episode, we're going to be covering how item prices are changing and what happened this past week in Growtopia. So to start things off, I thought we should have a look at Grosscan prices, as they'd been the topic of discussion due to a certain someone. So I made my way to buy Grosscan, and I found this guy who was spamming something about the price not dropping or rising. I asked him if we could come to my world for an interview, and he said sure. So after we got to my world, I told him he just needs to be honest, say what he wants to. The first question I asked him was what he thinks is going to happen with the price. He said the price is pretty stable, around 380 to 440 world locks. He also said that the owner got suspended, and I can't confirm or deny that. I then asked him if he thought it would rise or drop. He then said it's not going to rise or drop, and it's going to be stable until the next event. As much as he says it is stable right now, I kind of don't believe him. When I was in the world, I saw people actually buying them for 485 world locks. I'm still not sure if they're gonna actually go back up or they're just gonna stay here for a while, but the next event happening is actually going to be sometime this week or early next week, and that event is... Yes, the Cinco De Mayo event will be starting early May, so sometime this week or early next week. I'll have a video up later this week on how you can prepare for Cinco de Mayo this year and what you should expect. So our next topic is going to be mag plants, and we found another guy to interview about them. So I told him the same thing just to be honest about how he answers his questions, and we went on with the interview. So this guy was actually buying mag plants, and he's buying them for 42 diamond locks each. What's good to know about that is that's like an accurate price of how much they're worth right now, because this is someone who's buying them. He's not trying to sell them for overpriced, he's actively trying to acquire them. I then asked him what he was buying them for, and apparently he's trying to make a break for gems. He also said in the future that he thinks they're actually going to drop in price, which I don't really agree with. I asked him why he thought that, and he said that it's because they'll release items that are just like it in the future, although there are already items that are close to them already in the game. So I personally don't think they'll be dropping anytime soon. I think they're just going to keep going up for as long as they're useful. Next up, I thought I'd check out what's happening with Galaxie Auras, and I tried to get someone to interview me, but they told me to go away. So instead, I thought I'd just stay in the world for a little bit and see what's happening with the prices, and they look like they've dropped, and they don't seem to be going up too much anytime soon. So it'll be good for a long-term investment, but if you're trying to make a few world locks in the next 2 to 3 months, it's probably better to let these things go. Speaking of item of the month, we're about to be rotating out of our powerful Ponytails and our Brawler's hairs. So if you want to invest in these, now is probably the best time. They're at the cheapest point, not to mention they're about to become unobtainable. Lastly, I decided I'd hop into buy GHC and see what's happening with the golden item prices. I tried to ask this person here for an interview about the golden item prices, but of course, because everyone who hangs out and buy GHC is very egotistical, they don't care about my video. Well, that's it for the first episode of GrowConomy News. Let me know what you guys think in the description. I'll have another one of these up every Sunday. And again, if you guys have any ideas for videos you want to see, let me know in the comments. I'll try and get them done. I'll see you next time.